Okay, so you're in the solar power business and you know that it's a pretty busy industry, okay? You have a lot of competitors out there. It's a very competitive field. And I know what you want. You want to stand out from the crowd. You want to be different from everyone else. And it's pretty hard when you're in a Me Too industry. You know, the thing is that there is a big difference between Cadbury chocolate and a no-name chocolate. There is a big difference between a BMW and maybe a Datsun 180B. But to the general person in the street, I know you will argue against this, but a solar panel on my roof is the same as a solar panel from you or from anyone else. Now I know you might argue, oh well, ours are not made in China, ours are locally made and they're so much better. But for Betty Bankstown, then really it's a Me Too industry. So how do you distinguish yourself? Well, you distinguish yourself by having what we call a wow factor that is going to make you stand out from the crowd. And it needs to be an artificial wow factor because at the moment, very few solar companies have what we call a generic internal wow factor. In other words, Cadbury chocolate versus a no-name chocolate. So if you all look the same, then of course the way to distinguish yourself is to give away what we call an adult Happy Meal toy. Now McDonald's have been taking our eyes off the price for a lot of years. Because if I asked any parent or grandparent what a McDonald's Happy Meal Happy Meal cost, they wouldn't know, because the toy has taken everyone's eyes off the price and pester power, little children telling you I want a Happy Meal. So you want to do the same thing for your solar business. You want to take their eyes off the price. Now, how I suggest you might like to do this, of course, is one of two ways. You could give it away with someone getting solar from you, and that's fine. You can do that. That's fine. If you're selling a $6,000 solar system and you're making, let's say, $2,000, I'm just picking a number, then to give them a holiday which is costing you $97 is a no-brainer. Okay, it's going to distinguish you from the other solar companies, no question about that. So that's a real quick, easy way of doing it, no question. And you can advertise that on Facebook, and you can advertise that on letterbox brochures and wherever you do it. Say, look, get your solar power from us and enjoy a free holiday for 2 adults and 2 children up to 12 years of age, because most of the resorts will give you 2 children in the room up to 12 as part of the deal, okay? Most resorts will do that. So it's pretty much a family holiday for most resorts. So you can do that. You can say, look, buy our solar system. Obviously you won't say $6,000, but if it is $6,000, you're prepared to give them a free holiday, which will cost you $97, which is a very, very small proportion of the profit that you're walking away with. The other way you can do it, if you wanted to, and you had a good margin, is that you could actually advertise on Facebook or letterbox brochures or however, and just say, look, get a quote from us. Just get us out and get a proposal from us and we'll give you a free holiday. Now that will work if you've got enough margin, profit margin that is, in the solar system, and if you've got a good hit rate. Because if you said, well, look, I close 3 out of every 10, then you might be prepared to say, okay, I'll give away 10 $97 cost holidays, which will cost you $970, but I'm going to sell 3 solar systems. And if I'm making $2,000 from each one of those, that's 3 times $2,000. I'm going to get $6,000 back for 970 out. So you might like to do that. I am a fan of using the promotion as a lead generator like that, quite frankly, because if you're a good closer, if you can close a good number of leads, let's say 3 or 4 out of 10, then this is the lead generator from heaven. You'll be quite surprised at how many leads you'll be getting if you put Facebook ads in and say, look, just get a quote for a solar system from us and spend an hour with us at your home and we'll put together a proposal and we'll give you a free holiday. At $97 a time, I think that would be a lead generation that you could never beat in terms of cost effectiveness. So as a wrap up, you might like to consider running this for your solar business, either one of those 2 ways. Number 1, just give it away as a Happy Meal toy, an adult Happy Meal toy, free holiday, when somebody books your solar power package. Or you might like to be even more entrepreneurial and give it away as a lead generator. In other words, if they book a proposal from you where you come out and you show them how much they're going to save in electricity because you're going to give them your solar package, then you give it away with leads. And therefore, if you're confident that you can close a good portion of those leads, then happy days. I think you'll probably be doing that like forever. Advertising resources, we have a whole bunch of advertising resources on our funescapes.com.au website. Everything from Facebook ad templates to landing pages to all sorts of things. So therefore, if you're looking for a one-stop shop done for you service, then this is definitely it. I reckon that If you're in the solar game, which is very, very competitive, I don't know of any other industry that is as competitive as yours, particularly when, for the general consumer, it's a Me Too product, and you're looking for a way to distinguish you from everyone else. I don't think you'll ever find anything that will come anywhere near this.